Alright, here we go again. So in the meantime I've gone around and I've just worked that edge so that it's around even with the foundation. Here you go, kiddo. Thank you. And I've done one direction of channels. Couple things, other things that I forgot to mention, is that it's always a good idea to keep a can of turpentine around so that you can wash your hands. Please don't touch, Dennis. That stuff's a pain in the neck to get clean. It's a good idea to keep a can of turpentine around because that is just about the only way your hands are going to get clean. And I keep this plastic dam around here to keep things relatively contained. One of the keys on your pitch lap is you don't want things to be centered. This line, I guess, is almost centered. So the other direction, I want to offset things so that I don't want the center of a facet being centered. Dennis, just hold it right side up. If you're going to do that for me, I need you to do it right. Or you don't want a channel going straight down the center. So this one I think I'll follow right about there. And basically I'll just start going like this and eventually work that channel down a little bit. Once I get a pretty good line to follow, then I'll turn my knife kind of on an angle so I almost scrape. So the tip of the knife will ride down in the bottom of the channel and the edge will kind of scrape whichever side it happens to be on. And then I always work my channels from both directions. So I'll work one edge of the channel and then turn it around and work the other edge of the channel. So I'm going to go through and I'm going to do that on each of these lines, both directions. Then another trick is that you want to do what's called microfaceting. So after I get that all done, I'll go through here and I'll just scrape up the top of each of my facets. And things will chip out from time to time, that's okay. Your pitch lap is kind of a living tool. You'll be working it this whole time over the next however long you're going to be polishing and fixing it up and maintaining it and whatnot. So I'll do that both directions, obviously a lot better than what I just did. And then I also take this wire brush that I just got this at Walmart. It's meant to be used for cleaning battery terminals. And then I'll just come along and scrape it up this way. And I'll do that until it's nice and just worn out. The idea being that the more facets that you have working on that glass, the more effectively it's going to polish. And that basically is how you work your pitch lap. I've learned not to be too concerned about how pretty it is. You know, pretty isn't one of the requirements for a good pitch lap. So I've learned not to worry too much about how pretty it is and just make it effective. And again, one of the keys is to just keep the knife moving. You don't want it sticking. Things will chip when you move it fast like this. They chip a whole lot more if you get that knife blade stuck and have to yank it out. That does a lot of damage to it. But the other thing to keep in mind is that any problems with your pitch lap are rarely irreparable. You know, I've messed up some pitch laps pretty bad and never found it to be a game ender, a game-ending thing for the pitch lap. So anyway, that's it.
Okay.